So going back to the heartbeat monitor, this is a good question from Chris Downs of Plano, Texas. He wants to know, can you pick the different attachments in the single player campaign then?
Not in the single player, but what we like when you start a mission, just like always, you start out with your default loadout. But we've brought the attachment system from multiplayer into single player. So what you can do is like you can go around and scout the battlefield for an enemy that has your perfect combination. Because before, they all had default weapons, but now like you can pick. It's all randomized. You can pick up an AK with a red dot or an EOTech or a suppressor, or go around and scout out these different camos, different things. Find the one that fits with your play style.
Let's go. Go upstairs and look for the DSM. Get upstairs and download the files. Roach have been compromised. Keep a low profile and hold your fire.
This is Major Petro. Come out with your hands up. You have 5 seconds to comply.
Roach, go to plan B.
5, 4, 3.
Stay close and up the wall. We use a mix for cover across the tarmac to the southeast.
Roach, follow me! Let's go! Roach, that thing's about to blow! Get ready to make a run for it! To the east, Roach, go! Snowmobile, take him out!
The story continued from Call of Duty 4. It looks like from the trailer that there's some elements that come back.
Yeah, Modern Warfare 2 is the direct sequel to Modern Warfare 1. So this story picks up exactly where that left off. So at the end of Call of Duty 4, it's a spoiler for those who didn't finish it, but you end on the bridge, you've killed Zakiyev, the leader of the ultra-nationalist forces, and his death has made way for Makarov to take power. This guy's just a bad guy, he's out for blood, he wants war with the West. So he's doing some bad stuff, and the task force, who Soap is the captain of and you're a member of, is out to stop him. So throughout the game, you'll play from multiple perspectives of the Task Force 141. And these guys are real-life Special Forces operations. They're hand-picked guys, and each time they go on a different mission, they change their number. In this game, it just happens to follow Task Force 141, going after Makarov. So depending on where you're fighting in the world, depends on which unit leads your mission. So it might be Navy SEALs, it might be British SAS, like that Soap's a part of. It could be Delta Force. So you're going to all these variety of different cases, trying to track down Makarov and guys leading the Makarov.
It's not to say necessarily you have had to have played the first game, obviously, to enjoy or understand the story in the second game, right?
No. I mean, this is definitely, a fast-paced action movie experience for anyone who plays it, regardless. This isn't the first mission. Cliffhanger is early on in the campaign, but there will be some missions that do an introduction of like, this is how we got to where we are. So yeah, fans who played the first one, they'll recognize things and it'll be a lot more deeper for them, but if you've never played Call of Duty 4, you're still gonna have a lot of fun. Yeah.
That's where we're ending right there?
We're ending there.
I'll keep you a little bit longer, throw some more questions at you guys if you don't mind. Ryan out of Rochester, New York wants to know what will be, and then, I don't know if you can speak about this, but Collector's Edition, Modern Warfare 2. I guess there's already talk about that.
Yes, we have an awesome Collector's Edition this time around. Regretfully, PR is holding me back from talking about it just yet because I want to get a physical copy in hand. So when I get a physical copy in hand, I've been talking to a lot of guys on the forums asking me, I'm going to make a video, I'm going to unbox it, I'm going to show you every awesome thing that's in it.
Super cool. Right on. I got Mohammed MN Ozturk out of Turkey wants to know, is there any new multiplayer modes? Oh, that's right. You're not talking about online. Sorry.
Yes, there are new modes, but we're not talking about them.
Daniel in Melbourne, Australia wants to know, can you do takedowns in this one? So I can only imagine he's talking about some of the stealth stuff, sneaking up behind somebody or something like that.
You may notice, did you switch weapons at the beginning? When you switch weapons, there's a new melee stance, a new knife stance, so you may notice that. So we are playing around and introducing some interesting melee things, but we're not going into detail on it yet.
Excellent. Another melee question. Let's see here. Luke Goodall. I apologize. Sometimes I get a little overexcited because I know you guys are showing it for like, one of the first times, but they're already asking about DLC. It's like, have you guys thought about that? But again, that's online stuff. This one should be fairly safe. Campaign mode, obviously last time was a little short compared to a lot of other games. Are you guys thinking the campaign mode's gonna be about the same length? You going longer?
Well, it's too early to really put numbers on it or talk about campaign lengths because levels are going to get cut, levels are going to get added, but for the most part, levels are generally end up being longer because we have new tech that allows us to do much bigger worlds. So we do streaming textures in our engine now. And what that allows us to do is stream in low-res textures, load out the big level, but have very detailed high-res environments whenever you're there. So that lets us build out bigger environments. So for Cliffhanger, for example, those bigger environments let us play around with having more open gameplay, so you can stealth around, go through that base any way you want, and also have the very detailed corridor fighting.
I get a ton of questions about this. I know you're not necessarily talking about online, but at the very least, can you talk about the fact last time there was a beta program that you guys started early on at some point? Is that something you guys are thinking about? And if so, do you have any idea of the time frame?
I'm not talking about a beta at all.
Alrighty. Let me just ask you then, anything else that you can cover that you would like to before you go?
Go to modernwarfare2.com, keep track on all the trailers, join our forums at infinitywar.com, follow us on Twitter, you can go to @402. I mean, we're very connected to our fans. A lot of their input is going in. If you go over to our booth at E3 right now, you'll see all their suggestions up on our screen. I mean, we used our entire screen real estate to do a countdown and to show off fan suggestions. So we are listening, and a lot of it's going in game. So get involved and make sure you go out November 10th and pick up the game.
All right, Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah,
thanks you guys so much. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming by. Moving on with the Gamespot action from E3 2009. Right now, we're going to be going and checking into some crazy madness. They were trying to tell me what it is, but we're going to find out together. So let's go ahead and check it out right now.